Hey viewers, welcome to another episode of Games from Viewers. And someone sent this game to me. I cannot actually remember what his in-game name is, so I cannot actually remember who he's playing. And we'll just have to wait. So we cannot see the last person yet, but it seems everybody is taking just DPS characters, carries. And on a 3v3 map, that's really hard to, well, for one of the teams it will be really hard to come back once they are a few kills or a few minions behind. And Garen is a good choice. So, yeah, the problem people have been asking why the tanky DPS are better on this map than just having one tank and two carries. But it's really because if you want to play this map correctly, you want to get as many of the jungle minions as you can and as many of the buffs as you can. Meaning that you have to be at 4 places with 3 people. Because there's 4 buffs. The dragon, the 2 camps in the top, and the lizard, the red buff in the middle. And you don't want to stay in the lane too long, because in the lane you don't get a lot of experience, because, well, there's only one minion wave coming, and then once it's gone you have to wait for the next one. So in the meantime you want to jungle, and basically the optimal way to play is to just stay in the jungle and get to your lane whenever it is needed. So whenever you whenever your lane is actually being pushed, and then you clean up the minions and you go back to jungle. And in the meantime, while you're jungling, you are trying to find the enemy team and kill them. But obviously the enemy team is going to do the same to you. And since you are split up, because jungling is normally best done on your own, so because the experience sharing really isn't that good in the jungle, and that means that you're on your own. And if you then are found by the enemy team, so it's Twisted Fate. Okay. So if you're then found by the enemy team and you really have, like this guy has 600 hit points, or, well, Eve is even worse. This has 500 and Eve has 600. So Eve seems worse, but Teemo is actually worse. Yeah, so normally we see a first blood fight here, and yeah, there's already somebody in the bush, so probably everybody is already there. They do have Eve to go check, but generally it's not a good idea to go in after them. But we'll have to see. So Garen is not there, which means that they can actually do a lot of damage. And an excellent first blood there. Unfortunately, he did take the Q as his first skill, where, well, Q really doesn't do a lot of damage with TF. Oh, hang on. So he has AP runes, but he buys Doran's Blade. That is really strange. Yeah, Q is normally only picked by AP TF, because, well, why would you need it? It doesn't do any damage when you have AD TF. So normally you pick a card first on any TF, because then you have a stun, and in this case it would have saved him, and they might even have gotten a second kill. But here you see the problem. This Garen isn't going to die anytime soon, but he is going to kill Teemo if Teemo isn't careful. And that is exactly why you want to have a tanky DPS character. And obviously if Garen keeps doing this, the 2v3, and then he is going to die. And there we go. And if only they can heal up and then go back, then they have an easy kill here as well. But yeah, we'll have to see what TF is actually going to do, whether he's going AP or he's going AD. But he does have 2 kills already. And probably some minion kills. Yeah, 2. So yeah, Garen made the big mistake by not being with his team early game, and in this case he just was way too aggressive against 3 opponents with only him visible because his teammate was in the bush far behind him, so they're obviously going to focus him, which is the purpose of a tank, don't get me wrong, but all the damage you get needs to be useful. You need to be useful by taking damage. So TF is just farming up here, very smart, because well, that's what you need to do. Early game you need to get as many minion kills as you probably possibly can. And bottom lane defending 2v3 is yeah, it's doable, especially if they push the lane like this, because they're just killing the minions, and then the rest of the minions are just going to walk to your turret, so you can just stay at your turret. TF not really sure whether he can go through the forest and going to walk around. Smart decision there. Yeah, that's a wasted what's it called, ignite, because he was nowhere near dying, and you want to do that. Somebody's almost dead, but you need to get one last auto attack off. And yeah, the 53 damage, well, it's now 50 plus 80, so it's 130 damage. The 130 damage is about equal to 2 auto attacks, depending on who you're attacking, of course. Against tanks it's more, against weak characters it's about 2 auto attacks. Well, auto attacks and basic attacks are the same thing, by the way. It's just when you right click and so again, Garen overextending here. He should stay behind his turret when he's this low. And they're going to get another kill here, and probably the last one. No. Very smart to get out of that before you get killed. But Teemo could have gotten that. Teemo was still full health, was not being focused by the turret, and could have ran past the turret, hit him with a blinding dart and an auto attack, and it would have been over. Especially if he has an ignite, but he doesn't. So Teemo has heal and what is the other one? The one for mana, clarity. That's hilarious. I've never seen that on Teemo. Well, the heal, of course, you see that every now and then, but yeah, he's... oh, I want to say he's dead, but he just came back. Teemo is still invisible. He wants to stay invisible, but he is getting damaged by... oh, he's not invisible. Wow. But he still gets the kill there. I assumed he was invisible and he would stay invisible until he could actually get out. But yeah, he revealed himself a little too early. But he was of course getting damaged by the spin action of Garen, because that's AoE, and just by the fact that you're invisible doesn't mean you don't take damage. So they pick up another kill here. And they are going to take some health off the turret, I guess. So it seems that this TF is going for attack damage and attack speed. but why then would you have AP runes? Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, every time drawing the red card, that's kind of new or kind of odd. The yellow or the gold card does a lot more than the red card, because the red card does at the moment about 80 extra. Oh no, it's all the same. It does 15 more damage than the gold card, and it has a slow, but the gold card has an actual stun, so it allows you to get 2 more auto attacks in, and it allows Eve to get 2 more auto attacks in, meaning that in total you will have 4 more attacks. That's about 400 damage extra. And there you go. Get out, get out.
You have been slain.
Yeah, you probably couldn't have gotten out there anyway. Sword of the Divine, I like it as a first item, especially on the 3v3 map, since it's relatively cheap. And you can do a lot of damage with it. Especially if you're going for a lot of attack speed items. Yeah, Eve is being a little bit stupid there. And you see nobody has been in top lane in a while, and only now it has been pushed to... where are we? Oh, here. Only now it has been pushed up till the turret. And that's why in the meantime you could have jungled a lot. I probably forgot to right click the bush after Fiddle ran in it. Anyway, yeah, so enemy team's completely invisible again, which means that there is, well, there's nobody to attack basically. And here you see another gank. This map is full of ganks. It's the main thing you do on this map, and this vein is probably not that low. But this fiddle probably is. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Now we should be able to see him. And there we go. The gold cards. Very nice. And go after the last guy, I would say. But choosing not to. So they counter ganked there. So the enemy team tried to gank Teemo, didn't actually succeed. And then they went to gank the people that were trying to gank Teemo. And they are now going to get another gank off. So wait for the stun, then get your own stun. Yeah. Normally you want to get the gold cards, wait for Eve to attack, and then after after she hit him, you throw your gold card and you will have a 2-second stun or something like that. Which should be enough to kill him.